Oh, hey guys, didn't see you there. I just got back from range day at Triggercon, and I mean, I guess there's not a lot to share because there wasn't a whole lot of new stuff that I had seen there. A lot of people just showing really standard stuff, Glock slides, but whatever their current lineup of guns are, but nothing really new. There was a couple things I didn't really get a chance to look at, mainly because I was a little pressed on time. I kind of wanted to see the LWRC SMG 45. That would have been kind of interesting, mostly because nobody else aside from HK has a 45 SMG. Well, with the exception of, I guess, the BNT APC 45, and I've shot that one before, which is a pretty nice gun, but I think what was exciting about it to me was that this gun has been vaporware essentially for the last few years, and I guess to actually see one and play with it would have been nice. So I guess it's not really super unique in that way. I might be wrong about that. But picked up my swag, so this is the Grey Ghost patch for TriggerCon. It's actually kind of cool. It's not just the gun, it's like actually showing off PNW. So you've got like some forests and stuff and mountains in the background. Whatever. I also got one of these, which is pretty cool. I like these keep calm and return fire. More relevant to me, I guess. So, it's always nice to get cool swag. And then, of course, I was early enough once again to get one of the swag packs. I didn't even get a chance to look into this bag yet. I just grabbed it as we walked by, and then I just went to shoot guns and look at stuff because, let's face it, to my credit, I am there to shoot guns, so I'm not too worried about what comes in the same Grey Ghost bag that I got last year. These are great bags, by the way. I don't know if Grey Ghost actually sells this or if this is something that they partnered with them to make, but this is an awesome packable backpack. So if you get a chance to grab one of these, it's real nice. I think I went over it last year, so it's nothing really special. I guess you get a hat this year. Black Rifle Coffee Company, nice. Trucker style hat. So if you're into that, I guess that comes with it. It says Richardson. I've never heard of that brand before, but it seems like a nice hat. This is, yep, same as last year. Walker Ear Pro. Always a good thing to have a spare set of Ear Pro on you. And then there's a bag here with some stuff in it. Let's see what they gave us. So I guess I got a map, which probably would have been really useful walking around. Probably should have opened the bag when I got it, but too late for that now. Let's see. Oh, nice. Mountain Pew patch. That's pretty awesome. I like that. Okay. Swag, I think, is always fun. What else? SIG was sponsoring the event, and once again, they were very much so against shooting full auto for some reason. I don't know what it is, but every time I go and I talk to the SIG guys, they actually, this time was funny because last time we came up and they were like, they had some guns that were full auto and we wanted to shoot them, and they were like, no, you can't shoot those are for full auto, LE authorized personnel only. Fine, I understand Washington State is pretty bullshit with full auto stuff. I get it, but to shove it in the face of people who are coming to see your product seems a little unnecessary. This time around, I walk up at the line, the guys ask me what I want to shoot, and I was like, oh, what do you have? And they had a bunch of pistols, like the 365, like a Legion, 320 or something like that. And then I think they had, basically they had some of their sub guns, and I was like, ooh, I want to shoot the Copperhead because they had their black Copperhead there. And the guy was like, okay, Copperhead, but it's not full auto. And I was like, I didn't ask, bro. But whatever. They just kind of were all over the place with that stuff. So, I don't know. I got to shoot the Copperhead though, which was actually pretty cool. The fact that they changed that weird squid looking front thing into a thread with a muzzle device so you can actually put a can on it. So that was pretty awesome. Otherwise, pretty much the same gun, but I think at the price point that they offer it at, pretty awesome. I think the only real difference is no interchangeable rail system, which is fine because there's a couple slots of M-lock on the front or something like that. Grey Ghost patch, pretty cool. Sierra Whiskey Company patch, pretty cool. SIG Multicam patch, pretty cool. What else did I get in here? There's a Sierra Whiskey 10% off coupon thing. Alright. True Blue gun lubricants. Okay. Drip Drop dehydration relief packet. Alright. Ooh. Lip balm for the VA. Cool. I got a Hyperfire sticker. Pretty cool. What else did I get? Ooh, Vortex pins. Nice. Don't Tread on Me 9-line koozie. I don't really use koozies a lot, but it's kind of nice, I guess. I got some Walker iPro. It's kind of cool. Orange tint. Always nice. Frog Lube stuff. What is this? Ooh, a notebook. Okay, that might be kind of handy. I like that. Maybe use that later. What else? Oh, nice. Vortex playing cards. You never know when you got to deal some blackjack out. I was just in Vegas a couple weeks ago, so time to test out those skills. And Hyperfire patch. Go with the sticker. Nice. And basically a pencil, but I'm not really sure what I was supposed to use the pencil. Ooh, a notebook. Okay, that might be kind of handy. I like that. Maybe use that later. And that's pretty much it. Actually, to be honest, pretty nice swag pack compared to some of the other years before, especially the hat was a nice touch. There's some great patches in there. So I didn't really get a chance to look at too much stuff while I was there. Like, there was some stuff that I wanted to see, like the LWRC SMG thing I didn't get to look at. And I also didn't get to see the Flux, which I guess I could look at that at any time. But I did get to shoot the APC 9K, so the Army issue, or the Army contract winning B&T gun. I think that was an awesome gun, very smooth. They had it really well set up with a can, a tiny vertical grip, and their telescopic stock. So that was pretty sick. Throw some B-reel in here of me shooting it, but like I only got to shoot 5 rounds out of it, which is understandable considering all the people that were there. What else did I get to do? So here's the thing that was really interesting. Silencer Co. brought their Maxim 9 non-NFA pistol, and that was something I was really interested in because I think the Maxim 9 itself is very cool, being like, you know, an integrally suppressed pistol. Great concept. Really interesting that they're bringing it to the market as a standard handgun. And the reason for this is because you have fixed barrel system as well as their roller delay, which is pretty cool. I would imagine that would make it shoot pretty soft. And also, it is a frame-mounted optic because the slide is just the rear portion that moves, so your optic actually mounts just to the front of the gun, which is actually a part of the frame. So you don't get like your slide and your red dot bouncing back and forth. You just have your red dot mounted and your slide just moves to the rear, so it's way easier to keep track of that red dot. Really cool. The only thing is they kind of got shafted a little bit with the position of where their setup was, because they have a bunch of different bays, and the bay that they set up Silencer Co. at was one at their 600-yard range, so you could only shoot the Silencer Co. long guns. So unfortunately, I was not able to shoot the Maxim 9 non-NFA pistol. The other thing was, for some reason, they had only one Silencer Co. guy helping one customer at a time shoot off the bench. So everyone had to get on and off the bench in order to shoot. And they had 3 tables laid out with around 5 guns per table. And so all of these guns are just sitting here waiting, and if they had a couple more reps, they probably would have been able to get like maybe 3 lines going. But the other thing that was weird was there was like basically an RSO per suppressor that was on the line. And they were watching everything like hawks. Like, I swear, it was like one person shooting with like a line of people behind them, and then like 6 RSOs watching one person on the line shoot. And the silencer co guy was standing right there, assisting with, you know, how to use the weapon and like all that stuff and making sure everyone's being safe. So I'm not really certain why there was like so much attention put on this one bay, on this one manufacturer, because they had other bays where there was like manufacturers like stacked next to each other, like 5 or 6 different manufacturers, people, you know, on the line shooting and all this kind of stuff going on, and I like didn't even notice the RSOs at those places, whereas there was literally 6 RSO guys just standing there watching FUD command, like being like, hey, you have a permit for that? Hey, is that legal? I don't know. You need to stand behind the firing line. You can't take pictures of it. And I was just like, dude, you guys need to chill the fuck out. There's literally one person shooting, and most of them are shooting bolt actions and lever guns. I mean, I thought you guys liked these things. So anyway, I don't know. There was no rapid fire, to say the least. But yeah, I did get a chance to play around with it, you know, dry fire. It seems like they also improved the trigger on the Maxim 9 non-NFA gun, so that was really cool, because the old gun, or the original Maxim integrally suppressed pistol, that thing has a pretty terrible trigger on it, so they definitely upgraded the trigger on there, so it's a nicer, crisper feel. It's got a pick rail in the bottom, so you can put real lights on your gun instead of having a wonky 3 sections of key mod, which is basically obsolete at this point. And then there's flush mounts that they made for the Omega 9K, and I believe it works for the Octane 9 as well, where when you put it on and then you put it on the Maxim 9, because the barrel is fixed and integrated into the frame, then you can actually have the suppressor butt right up against the front of the gun, which 1, makes it look awesome, and 2, doesn't have like a weird gap like some suppressors do on some barrels that just stick out of the front of the gun. So I was super impressed. The other thing that's really interesting is the Maxim 9 non-NFA pistol. I don't know if this applies to the original one or not, but the takedown is extremely similar to a Ruger Mark IV pistol. So there's a button on the back and a latch, so you just pop the latch that basically unhooks the front where the bars go in, and then the rear slide literally just comes off. And that was the disassembly. And so now you have access to clean the barrel, clean the chamber, the mag all on the top and everything. So that was freaking awesome. I am sold. Because originally, I actually didn't know how the Maxim broke down. I probably could have looked into this beforehand. But the fact that it's super simple like that, especially if you're shooting suppressed all the time, it's super important to be able to take apart your gun, clean and maintain all of that. And the fact that they made it retardedly easy is awesome. So I am extremely excited about this pistol. Hopefully it'll have a good price point when they come out. They couldn't tell us a price point, unfortunately, but I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be around $800 or so, and then maybe you'll be able to get it for like $6 something street price maybe. And so we'll kind of see how that goes, but I'm pretty excited to see that happen. But that's pretty much it. I got to hang out with my buddies, Jackson and Roy at Weapon Outfitters, and we're rocking the Sailor Goon drawstring bags. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you should definitely check them out on their website. I also had my Neko Mimi cat ears on my ear pro, so that was pretty funny. I got some interesting looks from that, but I think most people think it's pretty funny. And I was also rocking my trusty Spiritus Systems fanny sack, and this thing came in super handy, and was also, interestingly enough, a couple guys came up and were like checking out my sack and like touching it and stuff, and I was like, bro, this is personal space here. I get that you're jelly, but you need to back off. But yeah, I guess like fanny sacks and fanny packs are making their way back, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. You can let me know in the comments below if that's, you know, a reoccurring trend again, you know, bringing back the retro. But otherwise, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you had any questions about anything I talk about in the video, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, yeah. So, see you on the next run. Thanks for... Oh, yeah. Also, check out our Instagram. I don't do as much stuff on Facebook anymore, but... dwai.videos is our Instagram, and I post Tons of shit on there. Real time, all the time, super fast. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, you should check it out. But otherwise, keep watching our videos because we need your views. Oh, and I met Milspec Mojo, which incidentally, I guess he watches my videos, so shout out. You're a pretty cool dude, and hopefully we can get together and do some pewing and do some shooting. So yeah, that'd be cool. Bye.